have 4 March Madness games today, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Let's go.
we have 2 on right now. I'm going to tell you those scores about what's left, and I'm going to tell you the 2 that are going on later tonight. Do I have them on right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the ones that are on that you can see, y'all see the scores. Okay, we'll go Clemson and Arizona first, since that was the first one on. Clemson's up 43-40 with just about the entire second half left of the game. Who do y'all have in this game advancing to the Elite Eight?
I have Arizona.
Okay, can we get scores?
Ooh, you want to go scores?
I want to go scores.
67-65 Arizona.
Okay.
Ain't no way, because that's that. So both teams are only going to score 20 more points? No way.
Yes. Defensive masterclass.
All right. I'm going to say 70.
No single player on each team.
I'm going to go 70. Arizona is going to come back and win this game. I'm going to say 74 to 69.
Yeah, PJ Hall is really going to run a defensive masterclass for Clemson.
Hey, my mom's from Clemson. I'm rooting for Clemson, but I didn't have them winning this in my matchup.
Nobody did.
I had Arizona just because of Nate, Okay, let's go to the next game.
I'm not gonna lie, because of Nate, I kind of wanted to pick Arizona to lose in the first round, just so if they did, I would say that I picked it correctly and could just mess with him. But
I'm picking things because I want to make money, not because of Nate or because I want to. I'm just saying.
Well, that's fair. I can't bet in Texas, so I'm not sure.
Really?
No.
Texas doesn't allow betting in Texas?
No.
Time out.
That's correct, Bruce.
Texas doesn't allow betting in Texas.
Oh,
this ain't Texas. Woo!
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
Anyway,
it's been a day. All right.
I got UConn.
San Diego State and UConn. UConn's up 40-31. It's about to be halftime. Who you got? Give me scores.
I got UConn. UConn's gonna blow them out. They're 11.5-point favorite in this game. I got say same thing, around like 70. I'll say 75 to 62.
I'll take UConn 85-69.
I like it.
And now this is where it gets interesting. Now I had Alabama going all the way to the final 2. So but they've been doing really well. So Alabama and North Carolina play. Who we got? What's going to be the final score? Who advances? Who loses?
North Carolina wins. North Carolina kicks the shit out of them. Alabama can only shoot threes, and North Carolina's defense is good enough to defend the three. I think they're in the top 20 on getting them off the 3-point line. I'm picking North Carolina in a blowout. If you want to score, all right, you want to score 80 to 50.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a close game.
I mean, I'll go UNC, but I'm thinking more like 78-72. Like, I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Fair.
I think it's going to be a close game. Hope Alabama wins just for the sake of me being right.
Well, yeah, everyone thinks that.
Okay, next match. This is the last match. Then we'll go to football. Illinois and Iowa State playing tonight.
Ooh.
I know.
I'm liking Iowa State.
Okay, so I am desperately trying not to be a homer on this, but U of I is legit. They are a very good basketball team.
They've got one good player.
I have their systems. No. I know Shannon's awesome. He's really, really good. But their system is set up really, really well around that one player. However, there is a system that I like. Their system I like to watch, and however, Iowa State beat Houston, who is one of the top 2 teams to win the national championship. It was bad. And they beat him in the conference in the championship tournament bad. So I'm gonna pick Iowa State to win this game. I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna say 65-62, free throws and whatever. It's gonna be a fun game to watch, I think.
This might go to overtime. It might be this close. Like,
ooh, I like that.
These 2 teams are so good. I'm conflicted because I grew up in Illinois. I have no affection for the University of Illinois whatsoever. Same. I couldn't care less. But my wife has Iowa State to win her bracket, so I kind of want them to lose. just for chaos reasons. So I think Iowa State will win. I'm going to declare that I would like them to lose, but I think they're going to win some sort of overtime chaos, maybe like
I do declare
78-75 or 80-78.
80-78.
I do
That's
declare.
that's like an overtime buzzer beater.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Give me some
That would be
chaos.
fun. That might be the best.
If any of these games are going to be chaotic, I think it'll be this one.
Word.
I like that. Okay, well, that was just a little quick March Madness thing. I want to get to actually some football. And I have two football things that might span for a little bit because then the last one is a little bit interesting for you guys. So, oh wait, I'm gonna put this up. I do declare.
Nice. Hey, babe. She knew exactly what I was talking about.
So, the Broncos have the 12th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft, but they have a chance to make history. Now, what history can the Broncos make during this draft? Well,
really bad.
There has never been a team where Sean Payton has been head coach where they have drafted a quarterback in the first round. So my question to y'all is, do you think the Broncos draft a quarterback so Sean Payton has somebody to mentor, to put under his wing like he did back in 2006 with Drew Brees? And if so, who do they pick at that 12th spot?
The question is anybody going to be left?
I think so. You have 6 pretty decent quarterbacks. Some of them really good, some of them okay.
I think Bruce and I probably have the same name.
There we go.
No light.
For whatever reason. All right, so the Broncos don't have a second round. All right, so the Broncos do not have a second round pick.
The Saints have that.
Yeah, so they have a first round pick, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth. So I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised to see if there is some waves made for the Broncos Nation Let's Ride or Broncos Country Let's Ride and then move up. All right. I don't think they can get into the top 3. I do think that that's pretty solidified. I think those respective teams, the Bears, the Commanders, and the Patriots, have their eyes set on the three main quarterbacks that go in that time. And I do think. All right, so to give credit to you guys about Jaden Daniels, I do think Jaden Daniels is going to be better than J.J. McCarthy because I don't think McCarthy is going to be a very good NFL quarterback. It's just my opinion. When you turn and hand the ball off all the time, whatever, but it's fine, whatever. It is what it is. Saying that, though, Jack, you already put it up on the screen. I don't disagree with Jack on this. That was the first guy that actually came to my mind was Bo Nix. And I could see that potentially happening. That could make history of most quarterbacks drafted in the top 15, if I'm not mistaken.
Sean, I don't think the Bears trade back to 12.
They don't. They're good. Okay, MJ, what you got?
I feel bad for whatever quarterback goes into that situation. Like,
I mean, yes and no. Can I say yes
really
and no?
Bad.
I don't feel bad for him from the sheer aspect of having a quarterback or like having Sean Payton as your head coach. Like, he's not like over the top, like bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like, he's a great head coach, is what I'm saying. However, like, he hasn't like gotten to the point of like not being able to relate to the newer generation of players.
Well, you still had that Nathaniel Hackett.
Right.
Like terribleness still linger into this past season. So I think this season will be really what like the second season is really how head coaches prove themselves. And
but also I think that was also I think that was the fact that you had a quarterback that wasn't very good that had an office at the time had an office until Sean Payton came in, had an office next to the head coach and was able to, just be trying to placate to everybody on the team. Whereas, like you'll actually have a quarterback who's like F you, if you don't like me, I don't care, and I'm going to continue doing my thing because I'm going to show you on the field what my skill set is, whether they can or not, whatever. that's means to be said, but that's why you have Sean Payton to bring it out of him. Sorry, MJ, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I mean, I really don't have a guy in mind. I mean, I think Bo Nix is the most likely. I mean, if you're going to give Sean Payton a guy, give him a gunslinger, give him somebody who he can work on a little bit. I don't think JJ McCarthy fits that role. Drake May will be gone. Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams will be gone.
What's great and what's crazy too is Bo Nix, like in my opinion, completely trashed his draft stock at the Senior Bowl a little bit too.
I don't think he wasn't
trash it. I shouldn't say trash. I think he affected it by some means. He brought it back
none
up.
of the quarterbacks who were there had a good week.
Fair, and he brought it back up though. I think at the combine, he did pretty. His showing at the combine was pretty good, but
in my opinion, I don't think the quarterbacks really make or break their time at the Senior Bowl. Like Josh Allen and Jordan Love both had super mid Senior Bowls. They both got, drafted mid first round, right? Because that was pretty much already their
Josh
area.
Allen was what, 10 or 11?
Yeah, something like that. And even Jalen Hurts was a Senior Bowl quarterback as well. I mean, just didn't really do anything crazy. So like,
I still don't think he's very good.
Jalen Hurts, no.
Yep, I said it.
I agree.
Tush.
Yeah, just imagine Saquon behind him now, pushing that tush.
That's that quad push, dog. Quad push.
Yeah.
So MJ, give me an answer.
Catapult.
I need to know they draft a quarterback.
Do they? Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay, who would it be?
Bo Nix.
Okay.
Because I don't think who else will be left.
I kind of like where y'all are going, and I could see them drafting Bo Nix or JJ McCarthy. But a lot of people are saying the Vikings want JJ McCarthy. I don't think the Vikings should draft JJ McCarthy. Whoa. And I spoke on it in the breakdown. JJ McCarthy has handed the ball off more times than he's passed in the season.
I don't think anyone should draft JJ McCarthy.
You're bringing him into an air raid offense where he has not proven himself to be an air raid quarterback even in college. You don't draft somebody and put him into a completely different scheme that they're not even used to in college.
He hasn't even proven himself to be a quarterback.
Yeah, not even to be the quarterback. And Jim Harbaugh's like, oh, he's the best pure quarterback in this draft class. Well, Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, it's because it's his boy. Of course he's gonna say it. He should say that.
Jim Harbaugh is in salesman mode. He wants somebody to go and grab that 5th overall pick so he can obtain more draft capital.
I will venture to say, in any other year, any other time frame, I think JJ McCarthy is a 4th to 5th round quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think the 3 quarterbacks in the top 3 are really the only first round quarterbacks. But the rest of them,
I think there's one quarterback in this draft that's legit, and then after that, everyone's a step below.
Well, Bruce, so remember last year we were talking about this with Will Levis, where we were like, I think he could really get up there, and then the man fell all the way down to 32 or 33.
Yeah, like the first pick of the second round.
Yeah,
so a bunch of money.
I think that could happen with some of these guys like JJ.
I think Levis has a better arm. Levis has a way better arm than JJ McCarthy, though.
Yeah, he was also disgustingly unpolished, but yeah,
true. And the one thing though that a lot of NFL coaches and a lot of guys that a lot of GMs are talking about and scouts are saying about JJ McCarthy from the GM meeting, from what I've read and from text messages from some guys, one guy, is that they think that he has a leadership quality about him. And because he has a leadership quality about him, you put him in a situation where he can sit. He's not going to be able to. Here's the thing, though, about JJ McCarthy, okay? Like, he's not, he could be a Brock Purdy type if he has that time frame to sit, in my opinion. Because I don't think Brock Purdy has the strongest arm. I don't think Brock
sit
Purdy
behind Sam Darnold.
Well, right, exactly. Like, you can't, but he's not going to have that opportunity to.
Right.
So unfortunately for him, his career is going to be screwed up because of the sheer fact that he's not going to have the chance to be like, okay, this is what an NFL defense does to hide a cover 2 or cover 0 or a cover, whatever coverage that the DBs want to go into or the defense wants to go into. So, and he was protected at Michigan. He had the opportunity to just turn and hand the ball off. That's what they did in the national championship game.
If Jim Harbaugh thinks he's so good, go ahead and draft him.
I would love to see that.
I would love to see that.
I would laugh my ass off. Justin Herbert would just laugh. Anyway, all right. But that being said, though, Connor, what do you got next for us, bro?
Well, I would like to point out, like, the reason Will Levis fell so low is because I think they just wanted to keep panning to his girl the whole show and didn't want to stop that view.
Yeah, that's why.
So that's just why he fell. You know?
Oh, yeah, because the NFL is rigged. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. I wouldn't even go in that route. I was going the route that they just wanted to show her on the camera so people would watch.
MJ and I were on the exact same mindset on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I wasn't on the mindset.
And we were just on the mindset of making fun of you. That's all it was.
That's okay. I'm wearing my baseball hat.
Well, I wasn't making fun of you. That wasn't my goal, but anyway. Continue.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, that was me.
Well, let's keep going. And I'm glad y'all brought up the Senior Bowl earlier because there's one gentleman that had a spectacular Senior Bowl game. He ended up winning MVP, and that is none other than Dak Prescott. Now, today we actually did have a Mississippi State player come to Starkville. His name's Willie Gay, and he's on the Saints now, but he won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs, and he was right outside my office, and it was great. But I didn't get to meet him. But I got a poster signed by him. So let's go to Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. I'm ADHD. So Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott both have yet to have their contracts extended. They're both at the end of them. There's no foreseen like contract extension just yet. Okay.
It's because they're both mid.
Well, the Cowboys this past season have lowered Dak's cap hit from $59.45 million to $55.45 million, freeing up that extra $4 million cap space, doing whatever they want with it. So my question to y'all, well, if Dak has an MVP caliber season again, because this last season it was an MVP caliber season, that's not arguable, do the Cowboys re-sign Dak? And or let's talk about. Well, I'm not finished with my question because.
Or do they draft JJ McCarthy and he takes over for Dak in the middle of the season when Dak gets hurt because he's trash?
Well, let's talk about the options, okay? If they were to re-sign Dak right now, they would incur a larger cap hit for next season. But if they wait until the next offseason, they would incur a significantly lower cap hit if they were to wait. So that's what I'm thinking. Jerry's all about the money.
Understands how money works.
Jerry's all about the money. So they're going to wait. They're going to wait for the offseason for sure. But what's going to happen in Dallas? If Dak plays as well as he did this past year, is he going to get re-signed, and how much money will he get re-signed if that's the case?
Okay, but who's to say that Dak even wants to re-sign with the Cowboys?
Yeah, and the ball's in Dak's court, right? The ball's in Dak's court.
Yeah, 100% it is. You got to look at it from that perspective too, because if I'm Dak Prescott, okay, like McCarthy's got me into a position of like MVP talk. Okay, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But also, I think that right, it's mid. Again, that's a mid comment, and I know MJ, you're a little biased about McCarthy. A lot of Packer fans are. I get it. But
he's a terrible head coach.
But the one thing,
quarterback coach, he's a terrible head coach.
Exactly. So that being said, though, does he say like, you know what? I see what's happening here, and I see the fact that it's been kind of stale, it's been stagnant, the exact same things over and over and over and over again. Do I just decide to move on and test the waters in free agency and see what I can get? Because I'm sorry, I think Dak Prescott only has one good contract left in his career. That's it. After that, it's I mean, you got to think he's got a bum ankle, and I'm saying bum ankle because of the time when it completely like turned around in the playoff game. I think it was.
It was like the beginning of the season.
Was it the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, it was early?
He missed like the whole. That's when Ben DiNucci came in.
Man, I thought that was I thought that was a
Cooper
playoff
Rush
game for whatever reason.
On a dime. Yeah.
Good job, memory. Good job. Anyway, but that being said, though, if I'm smart, like if Jerry Jones, again, kind of, you actually made a great reference about him being a money guy and knowing what he's doing with money. If I'm them, I'm offering him a 2 to 3 year contract and being like, hey, this is what we have. This is what I can give you. Let's see what you can do. And if I'm Dak Prescott, I hold all the chips on my end, dude. I'm sitting here saying like, look what I've done for this whole franchise. I'm a guy. Was he a 6th round pick? I think fifth round pick.
Fourth.
Wow, way off. what is going on? I'm a 4th round pick. I'm busting my ass. I've done great things for this franchise, and yet, like, you haven't put the necessary product around me for it to be a championship quality club. Yeah, we've gotten to the playoffs. Yes, we've disappointed, but you know what? I'm going to move on to a different area because I don't want my GM being the number one vocal point on everything all the damn time. So that being said, I think the Cowboys will offer him a extension. However, I think Dak waits, and I think he might test. He might test free agency. He might.
Well, we saw how beneficial it was for Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah, you
Kirk
bet on
Cousins
yourself.
has made the most money out of any active quarterback right now.
Oh,
So
go ahead, MJ. I got a question for everybody. When I want Nate, I want Nate, Connor, or Cy. Cy's in the background, guys. So I apologize. Please remind me of this question I have about Kirk Cousins later on when all the guys are on. Go ahead, MJ. Sorry.
And Nate doesn't have the stream, does he? I need to send it to him.
Mm-hmm. So here's the thing with Dak, right? So first of all, the contract because they will offer him some sort of contract. But here's what the contract is going to look like. Well, first of all, I think they drafted quarterback this year. First and foremost.
In like the first round or just like a...
No, because they drafted Dak in the 4th round when Tony Romo was at the end of his run. And I'm not saying Dak is at the end of his run, but I'm saying they're getting closer to probably parting sometime soon. You know, they need insurance. They're going to draft a guy.
And Dak wasn't 4th round talent.
I think McCarthy's out before Dak is. I'll say that. I think McCarthy's out before Dak is.
Dak was supposed to go in like the 2nd round, and then he got like a DUI before the draft, and it ruined his draft stock.
Yes. So as I was saying, he's going to get probably a 4-year deal that is not actually a 4-year deal. There will be 2 void years on the end, likely. In the structure will give him highest paid so that he can get that title. They keep him for a couple years, and they make it easier for the Cowboys to get out so that they can move on to their next quarterback whenever they want to. I don't think Mike McCarthy stays because Jerry Jones prioritizes winning, and first and foremost, above all, he will blame his head coach, which is what he's done for years. Jason Garrett led the team for years. They had incredible regular season success. They never made a Super Bowl, so even after a good season, they got rid of Jason Garrett. So
you blame Jimmy Johnson, clown.
Yeah, so Jerry Jones cares about winning a Super Bowl. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, the next thing he cares about is money. So he's not going to keep expensive Mike McCarthy around. He'll probably hire a younger defensive-minded coach, and then he will pay Dak Prescott in a way that saves his butt if he has to move on from him to a younger quarterback.
I personally, they're going to wait, right? That's the only option.
They're not going to sign him till.
But there's a part of me that thinks that, okay, well, the way I structured the question was, okay, the ball's in the Cowboys' court. But that's not how I actually see it. I just said that to kind of flow the question into a better manner. The chips are all on Dak's table. He has every single chip in his corner. And if he wants to pull the Kirk Cousins route and go to a team, it doesn't matter if he has a bum ankle.
I don't think
had an Achilles tear and hasn't played a single snap since then, and he's just got $100 million guaranteed.
Got some of that dough.
I don't think Dak has more leverage than the Cowboys, because
I think so. 100%.
The Cowboys, as much as they haven't been winning Super Bowls lately, they are still one of the most prominent franchises with some of the most money in the NFL.
So.
If Jerry Jones wants to go get his guy, he'll do whatever he needs to do to go get his guy. And if his guy is Dak, he'll do it. And if he decides it's not Dak, he couldn't care less what Dak says or what anybody else says. So I don't think Dak has that much leverage, because Jerry Jones will do whatever the heck he wants. And if Jerry wants to go to a young guy and say, screw it, he's going to do it because he's an old senile young man who's coloring during the NFL owners meetings instead of actually paying attention. So Jerry's going to do what Jerry's going to do, and it doesn't matter.
Maybe it was a stress thing for him, okay? Maybe it was a stress thing because he wanted to, he was feeling.
Yeah, because he's so stressed because his quarterback is mid.
Ooh, macho man.
Oh, I like that, because you actually brought me in really well, and thank you. Because is Dak Prescott, the reason why Dak Prescott has leverage in this situation is because Dak Prescott is mid to better than mid because look at all the quarterbacks in the NFL. Talent development in that position is trash. It's either you're good or you're not. Move on to the next guy. Recycle. That's what we see all the damn time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this right now. I think Dak has the leverage because let's look at the just for instance, look at the NFC North. The Vikings would take Dak on that team right now. The Bears would take Dak on the team right now.
Oh, I'm not saying other teams wouldn't take him. I'm saying Jerry couldn't care less.
Okay, and that's fair. Okay,
I'm
so
saying,
if you're looking
at
that,
Jerry is not concerned with keeping Dak.
He is concerned with winning a Super Bowl, and when there's not a young QB who has proven themselves to go to a Super Bowl, Dak is the Cowboys' best shot, and so Jerry Jones is going all in on Dak Prescott.
But Jerry
it is true. It is
Jerry
true.
holds grudges.
Jerry went out and said like he is going to bring a Super Bowl to Dallas in these next
Jerry has
years.
said so much stuff.
But
Jerry said Terrell Owens was a stand-up person and that he would never leave the team for the rest of his career. Like, Jerry has said so much stuff. So I don't trust what Jerry says. Jerry doesn't care what nobody else says. Jerry going to do what Jerry going to do. And so I couldn't care less if every other team in the NFL wanted Dak Prescott. Jerry's going to do what he's going to do. And if he decides that Dak hasn't done enough for him up until this point in time, he will move on to somebody who costs a heck of a lot less than Dak Prescott because he's going to see it as, well, if we're not winning, why am I paying this guy so much money?
Well, you're seeing it in Chicago right now, too, because the reason why they moved on from Justin Fields, and yes, that came out with Ryan Poles saying that resetting of that clock for that money did play a factor in them letting them go. So that being said, I can see Jerry Jones being like that guy to say, like, I want to save money and try to build up around it. Because honestly, Jack, I agree. So one of the few and far between times Jack and I totally agree on this. That core has had an opportunity to win multiple times, and it hasn't. Yeah, they ran into the Eagles. The Giants in 1 year. That was a pop-up bullshit 13-3 year or 13-4, whatever it was, the record was. But I agree. I actually do think that, but I still think that Dak Prescott is going to be the guy that ends up moving on before Jerry Jones.
So if Dak plays the same way, and he played very good, very, very good last year, better than I think he should have won MVP. And that's not really biased. That's because of the numbers. And there's a small bias there,
Debatable.
But the numbers were very much MVP level, right? So if he plays the exact same way, maybe even a little better than he did last season, does Dak stay in Dallas?
It doesn't matter how he plays unless they win a Super Bowl.
Does Jerry want Dak to stay in Dallas?
Honestly, if they don't win a Super Bowl, I'm not sure. That's why I think they draft a quarterback this year.
I like that.
If
you know what? The way you phrase
wrong,
I like that question. Hold on. I like Hunter's question right there. Like, would Jerry want him back? Yes, yeah, but at Jerry's price.
Yeah, Jerry will pay him $65 million a year. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Okay, so that brings me to the point right here that Jack's saying. Like that'd be asinine in my opinion because you're going to lose way too much.
Yeah,
you're paying 15 to 20% of your freaking team salary on for one guy on the roster. You can't perform like that. There's no success that's sustained in the NFL or even a singular year that has put their money toward one guy on that roster. It doesn't work.
I agree.
Also, as bad as this may sound, Dak Prescott is not the face of that franchise.
No, I agree with that.
Dak Prescott is not a star.
Oh, no.
Dak Prescott's better than Jordan Love.
No. Okay, shut your mouth with that, first of all.
No, like he is, though.
Okay, you're also comparing somebody who started 1 year in the NFL.
If Dak Prescott isn't a star, then Jordan Love.
Here we go.
Can I talk?
Here.
Can I talk?
Justin Steele's down. Awesome. Great.
Can I talk?
Good for the Cubs.
Am I allowed to speak? Okay, thank you. Dak Prescott is not a star the way Jerry Jones sees stars. Terrell Owens was a star. Deion Sanders was a star. Dak Prescott ain't nothing compared to those two. Jerry wants stars. And Jerry can have multiple actual stars with the money it would take to pay Dak Prescott to be mid and not win Super Bowls. So why would he keep Dak Prescott around? Why would he want Dak Prescott around? you can go get the best corner, the best receiver, and the best running back in the NFL, all for the same price as Dak Prescott. So why would you do
steps
that?
Up in Dak's spot? Dak is the best chance the Cowboys have to make a Super Bowl in these next coming years.
Based off of the numbers from the last Super Bowl champions, that's incorrect. Your best chance is with a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract. The only quarterback who has won a Super Bowl in the last 25 years as the largest cap hit on his team is Patrick Mahomes.
And it's structured in a way that is backloaded. So that way they could actually
backloaded.
So that way they could bring that freaking money onto them, bring the players on right away to help him be successful.
So no, Dak Prescott is not their best chance to win. Statistically, that is incredibly incorrect based off of history for the last 25 years. If you're telling me that Dak Prescott is better than Patrick Mahomes,
I hope that statistic is right.
It is.
Because it doesn't really seem like Matthew Stafford on the Rams when they won a Super Bowl. I would argue that he had the biggest. Well,
cap hit. Aaron Donald had a bigger cap hit.
Yeah,
I covered the
right.
team
Aaron
for Sports
Donald
Illustrated.
probably did. You're right.
Yeah. Good try.
I don't know. I would have to look back, but I'm gonna trust you for now.
Okay.
On that.
This is why we need to have an actual.
I don't disagree with you. I think that when you have a quarterback on a rookie's year, you're able to do so much more around the team.
But you just said Dak was their best chance of winning a Super Bowl.
He is. He is their best chance.
This is why I can't argue with you because you contradict yourself. More direct
best chance. And it's not contradictory. It's like it's based on the circumstance. Right? You do not have a quarterback that has performed as good as Dak on a rookie deal like that. You
okay,
have
Dak
a quarterback.
Has Dak won a Super Bowl?
No.
Okay, so then he hasn't performed well enough either.
Sure.
Like, I'll say the same thing about Jordan Love.
Bowl, yeah.
I'll say the same thing about Jordan Love. Jordan Love has not proven himself yet until he wins a Super Bowl.
Okay.
But Jordan Love is the best chance the Packers have to go to a Super Bowl.
Because they have the 25th pick and they have no money.
All right, pump the brakes, y'all. Pump the brakes. Relax.